Okay. Good. I'm happy that we made it. Okay, I can hear my voice. I can hear the music well. The music and my voice, everything is well. So, I think that now I can start to play Morvaine again. Yes, let's go. First season, episode 6. The city hides dark secrets from the past. Are you ready to uncover some of them? Yes, I'm ready. How do you feel about using profanity in characters' lines? Positive. The game remembered your choice right now. Kira looks at the numbers. Morvaine's card shows a substantial debt. She wouldn't have known how to play it off before. Her gaze shifts to her own reflection in the digital panel's mirrored surface, then to Kaiden. What does this mean? Haven't even made it into town, already accumulated some local debt? No idea. Let's check mine. Kaiden hands back her credit card and inserts his own into the ATM. The screen immediately throws an error. The biker's face lights up in aggressive red neon. What's going on? He pulls the card out, rubs it on his pants, and tries again. This time, the ATM reads it without errors. After a brief pause, the numbers appear, the welcome 1,000, just as promised. Then the roulette plummets, crushing the account right before their eyes. It stops at 0. It worked cleanly. I am in debt, he is broke. Welcome to hospitable Morvaine. Scammers? No idea what that even is. Let's find a guide. Time to get some straight answers. If he doesn't manage another coffee break, eat or tact. Smoke. Yeah. Kaiden pulls the card from the ATM. The plastic slips from his gloved hand to the floor. He quickly picks it up and pockets it. Straightening up, he freezes in front of the girl, silently confused by what just happened. But Kira barely notices his gaze. She tries to catch the thought that sparked in her mind after his movement. He may be hiding his hands from her to conceal. There was blood in the room. Fox got hurt while ransacking the apartment. He didn't wipe it off, even though there was plenty of time for threatening notes. The logic pieces itself together. First came a burst of rage, scattering things, breaking furniture, venting his anger. He could have knocked Jer's mug off the table, cut himself on flying shards. Then came cold revenge. After all, there wasn't a single drop of blood on the note itself. The scar should remain. You gave Fox's mask to Isaac. And even though I suspect Isaac more... Привет, спасибо. You don't take off your gloves? Gloves? The biker shrugs without breaking eye contact. He trusts you, a nice bonus of a good relationship. A slight squint appears on his face as if trying to figure out why she's interested. Is it sincerity or just superficial curiosity? It's just easier for me. That's not very specific. I don't like touching. Just anything and everything. Everything indiscriminately. Now you know for sure Kaiden doesn't like any kind of physical contact. Yes, other people, for example. I also don't like being touched myself. Strange. You recall the biker's gaze at the computer club. Really don't like touching anything? I think he have a childhood trauma. He have a childhood trauma, 100%. So that's what set him off when that gamer shoved him. Why? Everyone has their quirks. Mine sometimes gets in the way of my life. But I have no idea how to get rid of it. He speaks evenly, but in the silence of the empty casino, his words carry weight. His gaze lingers on his own hands. You mean you have never touched anyone? I have. But usually only out of a necessity. Other people's skin doesn't burn me or anything. I just prefer to avoid it. He has problems with physical contact. I have problems with emotional contact. Just great. She watches him withdraw his hand and feels a strange closeness. Both are mechanisms with minor defects. Once these city defects without fail. And yet, could this vulnerability be a way to shield himself from questions? To trust or to test? Show your hands. Why? Kaiden now knows what you're paying attention to. I've already seen your chest all anyway. Or are hands more intimate? Just to look? Just to look. Kaiden hesitates, his expression grows serious. He carefully removes his gloves one by one, hooks them over the edge of his pocket and shows his palms. Then he flips them over, holding them out in front of him. Here. Normal hands he have. Beautiful. Kira lets her gaze slide over his fingers. A tight lump forms in her throat. It feels as if she asked him to undress. She searches for flaws, broken knuckles, fresh scratches, traces of a recent hit. Nothing, only clean skin. The biker waits silently, his expression a new mix of confusion and readiness to accept someone else's quirks. After a brief nod from her, he methodically pulls his gloves back on. Kira stays silent. On one hand, she feels some relief. On the other, this check doesn't erase her doubts. Just because the hands are clean doesn't mean anything. Fox could have smashed himself with anything. Well... They both turn toward the voice. Phantom approaches deliberately, titling his head slightly to the side. Kira feels her breathing slow automatically, her body shifting into a state of alert. Did you check the accounts? Yes. Uh-huh. And what with the faces, you didn't like the amount? Kira presses her lips together, considering what's behind this polite conversation. Phantom doesn't seem like the type who would approach just because he was bored and wanted company. Did you get a card too? The mafioso casually pulls the plastic from his chest pocket, spinning it between his fingers. His sarcastic smirk becomes even more pronounced. They even explain the rules. Adam Vox, he wasn't scared off by a real gun. A cowardly, flamboyant guide. Phantom shrugs indifferently. No, they didn't send any more clowns my way. I can't take them seriously. He steps toward the ATM, inserts his card, and this time the screen lights up faster. The same welcome 1,000. To the same sharp scroll down. Minus 5,000. Minus 10. The numbers keep spinning before his eyes until they hit a record now. Low. Minus 500,000. Wow. 500,000? 500,000. Not bad. Phantom doesn't even blink. He stares at the negative balance with bored indifference. I'd be surprised if they hadn't tricked the fuck us over in the first 5 minutes. Then his mood shifts. He lets out an impulsive laugh. These attractions leave me with only one desire: to die of boredom. I'd leave 3 times as much money in this store if it could find a way to surprise me. The stories around this place are overrated. Maybe really. What? She spins sharply toward Kaidan and looks straight into his eyes. Something clicks in her mind. It's just bait. We don't owe anyone in this city, at least not yet. Kira casts a quick glance at Phantom. Why they don't own? Okay, let's think. Why Kira owns, I don't remember how much. 500 bucks? 500 bucks, I think. I don't remember. 5,000. 5,000 bucks. Debt 5,000 bucks. Okay. Let's think. Kaidan don't have any debt because he came to have the interview from a killer and he made it and he paid for this killer, so he have no debt. He paid for the killer and everything is okay. Like, everything is alright. Kira came to find her notebook. Let's say 5,000. Okay, 5,000. Let's say this notebook cost like 1,500, and let's say 3,500. It's her money that she had by by stealing them from different guys. Yeah, by stealing them from different guys. Let's say she had 300.5 and her notebook, or maybe she had 500 bucks just on her bank account because of these guys, you know. She earned money. How she earned money? You remember, she was stealing them, kinda. She was telling lies, and yeah, that's why. And the debt of this casino boy is 500,000 because in the real life, he also have a casino, by the way, if you don't know. On the other story, from the same universe, this guy have a casino. And let's say 500,000, it's how much money people played on his casino and gave to him. And it's kinda, casino is also kinda stealing money, kinda, let's say. Yes, yes. Let's say that. And that's why Kairan don't have any debts. Kira have debt, like how much she steal money from people, from different guys, by telling lies. And Phantom have a big debt because he is the owner of a casino. Okay, so you think the money debt is connected to their bad scenes? Maybe. It's my opinion only now, Mirai Vibes. I didn't read it anywhere. I didn't read it on the internet, on the TikTok, as with Isaac I did. But it came from my mind. I don't know, guys. I'm just thinking, yeah? I'm just thinking. Kira casts a quick glance at Phantom. Maybe you got to it first. They have no right to stick us with a debt. And her speech cuts off abruptly. The worst case scenario creeps into her thoughts. Yes, maybe she hasn't done anything illegal in the very heart of lawlessness. But Fox has her laptop, a full digital imprint of her life. Passwords, personal archives, transaction history, and worst of all, crypto accounts the bank didn't know about. On the crypto account, maybe she have this money. Maybe he managed to rack up debts in my name. I really like the idea of bigger debt because of flirting with other characters than Fox. Yeah, this is also, by the way, came from my brain. I'm also thinking like the bigger you were flirting with people, the bigger amount of debt you have. Her pulse first drops, then races, pondering in her temples with an obsessive rhythm. Kira shoots a quick glance at Kaiden, then at Phantom. What if it's the same for the others? What if they are just as much victims of blackmail as I am, but better at hiding it? These debts are nonsense, absolutely. If you can be fooled so easily that you believe in their reality even for a second. He leans forward, lowering his tone. Get out of here, kids. He steps away from the ATM, nodding toward the door. Your long faces are the only thing that entertain me today. So go before I change my mind. Soon this place will be full of guests. He sounds way friendlier than when we first met. Why is that? Stare at him. Kira lets her gaze slide over his defined cheekbones. Just beneath them, tattoo ink spreads across his neck. Phantom doesn't break eye contact with her. Kaiden watches you and it seems he's forming an impression. She notices Kaiden in her peripheral vision, but can't see how he's looking at her. Studying. As if he wants to understand what it is about the mafioso that caught the girl's attention. Sometimes I get kinder. We got to see an act of kindness in the tunnel with a junkie. Why did you kill him? You told the truth about the reason for your trip. And why did you let yourself be blackmailed? See, for both of us, it's just happened that way. He addresses her exclusively, never glancing at the biker. Phantom's expression turns cold. There are very few people whose insults I will tolerate, and they all stand either above me or on equal footing. But when you're a pathetic, failed social outcast, you need to know your place. Besides, those who remember my face usually don't get the chance to share their impressions. His last words hang in the air, heavy with tension. Phantom isn't so simple. Sometimes he makes it clear you had better not mess with him, and other times he is polite. Is he unstable? And yet, some part of his madness has the opposite effect. It works like a magnet. You're drawn to I'm not. She unconsciously takes a step toward him. Then realizes the mafioso is watching her. I didn't have that choices in the past, because now I got all the, stay put. He noticed anyway, and he reads me with such ease. Really? Okay, let's see. She's not ready to admit she's drawn to what's unhealthy, to what's dangerous. But she also sees no point in hiding it. The door clicks softly. The first guests enter the casino. The guests. Phantom steps back into the shadows, melting among the columns. His voice sounds almost gentle, but there is an unmistakable anticipation of chaos. I thought staying put was meant as, I'm not afraid of you, boy, staring back with confidence. It was a flirty. Look, let's get out of here. Yeah, time to go. She leaves the area, following the biker, and notices that strange couple among the newcomers, Cole and Blair. Shall we wreck this casino, baby? We will take everything out of it. Welcome, huh? They pass by, bringing with them the scent of thrill and cheap adrenaline. The shelter greets them almost politely, with unusual silence and a lack of chaos. But even this calm seems deceptive. I need to find Isaac and Laura. I still haven't figured out which of them lied about who they are. Better do it now before Fox starts texting again. But aloud, she says something else. And to ask them about the rules and the debt. Maybe they know more than we do. Kaiden stops at the door to the room he shares with Isaac. His hand freezes a couple of centimeters from the handle, but the biker doesn't enter. A barely perceptible tilt of his head betrays a silence. Struggle. He seems to be listening to something inside himself, as if something is tormenting him. What's wrong with him? The biker slowly turned toward her. A thoughtful expression settles on his face, and Kira unexpectedly reads a shadow of sadness. Well, I am off to pack my things. Things? What do you mean? Yeah. Perceptible. Yes. I don't like this place. I've done what I came for. The interview is done. The content is ready. Enough for the blog and something to think about. Yeah, especially since you have got zero debt, lucky you. Why have we only known each other a couple of days and I already hate saying goodbye? Zero made-up debts, you mean? He hesitates, clearly intending to continue, but instead of words, he steps into the room, leaving the door slightly open. Connections matter in this city, and you have got them. Go in and say goodbye. I'm yours, you're mine, but I'm so tired. I think it's time to say goodbye. Maybe this isn't an invitation, but I will take it that way. She easily pushes the door. A strip of light from the corridor cuts through the thick half-dark of the room, catching Kaiden's silhouette. He is sitting on the edge of the bed, fingers interlaced. Shoulders slumped, head titled. Come in. You look tired. Can you fix that? You look lonely. I can fix that. This is, guys, like from the movie, you know? On the Russian language, it's not very obvious, by the way. But in English language, finally, it's an English meme, kinda. Blade Runner. You look lonely. I can fix that. Can you fix that? What? I'm just joking. In the original, it said lonely. He lifts his head and through a fleeting smile, Kira senses heavy tension. As if something pulses beneath his skin that he is not ready to talk about. She sits gently on the neighboring bed. They barely know each other, but the sheer density of everything that has happened these past few days has forged some strange bond between them. She feels a sudden urge to ask, "What's wrong?" Kaiden sighs, sharing little at first. He unclenches his fingers and looks at his palms through the gloves. I don't know, Kira. I've got this interview, then what? I'm disappointed. I want to get under a killer's skin, uncover motives, understand what drives someone to the edge. He pauses, his voice growing harsher. But all I heard was flirt. Wait. Sorry, guys. But all I heard was filth and something worse. Exhilaration. He savors what he did. Kira stays silent, afraid to scare off his sudden openness. In the dim light, only the painful gleam in his eyes reveals how much Kaiden was affected by what he heard. The interview was pointless. I'm going home. You're sorry to say goodbye to Kaiden. Why do I want this not to end so badly? Maybe give him my number or say, Tell me when you get there. Yes. She immediately scolds herself, feeling a wave of awkwardness. No, that's ridiculous. It feels stupid. He probably has his friends, loved ones, his bike, subscribers after all. And this life clearly has nothing to do with mine. Overwhelmed by her thoughts, she wants to chance the topic. You know, I think the content will be great. True crime fans love nasty stuff. For the audience, maybe. But now I'm not sure I want to publish it. With a loud, weary sigh, he rises from the bed and starts packing his things into a backpack. They sit in silence for a while. Then a quiet question. But be honest. Do you... Oi, I didn't saw what he said. Be honest. What he said. Be honest. Oi! In Morvaine, you stick to your truth. Why you need to be in Morvaine still? Do you need still to be here, like in Morvaine? I told you, because of blackmail. I remember, I believed you, but the question is different. What is it? The circumstances in life that made you come to Morvaine. Though, alright, I used to think the city was a myth too. My whole conscious life, I've tried to understand why people become criminals, but the truth eludes me. Feels like the answer is just because. Well, whatever. Why do you need that? You have got a bike, money, you run a blog. He's handsome and you noticed. To be honest, you couldn't have noticed that before, yeah. Attractive, tall, fit, with a piercing. Shit. She blurts it out. It's fine. I have just been doing this a long time. Anyway, fine, I will find some meaning, but not here. 2 piercings. You've got a connections. Yes. Oh, beautiful. I love that picture very much. He is so beautiful on that picture. Look at him. Don't you see he have a freckles here? Maybe you will come with me. What? I don't want to leave you in a place like this. Let's go. When I first played, I said that I can't, but now let's say let's go. Get ready. She feels the backlash immediately. The ease with which she agreed unsettles her. Thoughts of Fox return, stealing her breath. He is ready to kill her if he finds her. He will send all the dissatisfied fans she's been scamming for months after her. He will make her life difficult. I want to, but I can't. I'll stay. Too bad. He gets up and slings his backpack over his shoulder. By the way, when you say I can't, it's more interesting. A little bit. I don't know why. It's a novel. He should come back. I hope you find what you are looking for here. Get back safely. Kira looks up only after... It's just made to play on our nerves. Kira looks up only after the door clicks shut behind Kaiden. She remains alone. She sits in silence for a few minutes, then hears a notification. That blasted Fox again? She sees a text on the screen. New debt has been added to your account. Yeah, that's why I think the debt is coming, because we are flirting with other guys. Because we are flirting with other guys. That's why we have a debt, maybe. Really. For what? Who is doing this? And who is always watching everything? A new text flashed red. You're talking too long to meet my conditions. Think I'll wait for you forever? You have angered Fox. It's probably nothing to celebrate. But doesn't happen when you say you wanted to stay too. When she say I can't, she will say anyway, but I want to, but I can't. I want to, but I can't. When she say no, your debt anyway, you will have it. But maybe if you will not pay for that scene, maybe you will not have this debt. Who knows? If you run, I'll find you first. But keep in mind, First, I'll kill whoever offers you support. When I said that I will stay, like I will not stay, he didn't told me that words. Fool, I don't remember he told that. Fool, stupid abuser. So annoying. I need to figure out how he is tracking me, where he is watching from, and how to stop this mess. Anger flares inside, rated herself for an intentional mistake that let a stranger take control of her life. I'm not happy with you. Next time we will talk differently. Don't doubt that I'll make your life miserable. Mirai vibes. Next time, if we will have love scenes with Isaac, if we will not have more depth, we need them to think. We need to think. Don't doubt that I'll make your life miserable. Disappear! He's typing messages, she's yelling at the screen. None of her texts go through. They freeze with a red exclamation mark, as if Fox's number isn't accepting messages. She comes back to herself only when she hears a voice at the door. What the fuck is going on here? You can purchase additional outfit for Laura. I like her eyes too much. I don't want to hide them. What happened? Laura has changed. She's wearing a black fitted short sleeve top and baggy pants. A metal choker on her neck completes the look. Oh. Yeah, more comfortable that way. So why are you shouting? I didn't know you were here. I was already leaving, but I came back because of your yelling. Was it that loud? Well, sort of. Who is this asshole? She heard everything. By the way, are there charities that could help? What? No, baby. Some acquaintances who had enjoyed giving him a punch in the face. You don't suspect Laura. Once I figure out who he is, I will deal with it. Oh, one more thing. Did you hear about the rules? From Adam? Yeah. Don't you think it's some kind of stunt? It wouldn't surprise me if they actually put something like that in place, baby. The top criminals are fucked in the head. Top criminals? The organizers, the upper echelon of Morvaine, the ones making sure deals go smoothly and that we don't tear each other's throats out of the first night. Laura says it casually, but Kira feels the shadow of something massive behind these words. They exist. Darknet, side, ads, product logistics. There is a system behind all this, not just a bunch of thugs. And they probably don't show their faces to visitors. You really think Adam's one of them? He looks like a lunatic. Laura squints, staring somewhere through the wall of the shelter. I've got two theories about him. Either he is their trusted representative, the voice of the system, or just a wandering psycho who is allowed to play guide. Not sure which option I lean toward more. There are no random people in Morvaine, and I suspect the very creator of the black market might even be here. Market? Laura lowers her tone and her expression turns serious. Have you heard of Amber Road? Amber Road is a darknet market. You have visited a darknet. I remember that side. where they saw their murder. I saw it briefly. It's the biggest hub for illegal trade on the darknet. Its creator is a crafty jeweler. Ugh. She grits her teeth, barely restraining the venom in her voice. I'd shake his hand. If he had ever shown his face in the light. I'm sure he is one of those who keeps in the city by the throat. Did you get a debt notice too? I haven't checked. No desire to poke around the blonde peacock's place. I didn't break any rules. And Isaac? I didn't ask. She crosses her arms and looks down, tapping one boot against the other. All right, if nothing happened to you, I will go. I need to visit someone. Crap, I need to find out if she lied about her reason for the trip. She said she was looking for mercenaries, an army of crazies. As long as we have no conflicts, she's friendly and has no reason to refuse me. I need to play the vulnerability card like online. Kira takes a deep breath. She's perfected this skill, acting fragile to trigger the other person's protective instinct. The strong always fall for the weak. She briefly covers her face with her hands, and when she removes them, a faint tremor of fear makes her voice shake. Those rules, they scare me to the point of making me shake. I'm afraid of being alone. This will be a small bluff. Don't you know where Isaac is? I need someone nearby. Such a Kira she is from the Death Note. I am Kira. Laura twists her lips into a smirk. Yes, I really didn't like that moment. I'm not interested in the plans of brutes. But if you are desperate to find a shoulder to lean on, we can try finding him. I will take you around a couple of places, then I will dash off for business. Better than nothing. Laura opens the door for her, and Kira... Why? Gentlewoman. And Kira reads traces of care behind the armor of rudeness and roughness. Even brutes doesn't sound aggressive, more like just her peculiar way of speaking. Ready to go? I need to change too. I really liked that costume so much. It's amazing. It's very great. As you can see, I bought this one. Short. This choice is just right. They leave the shelter, stepping into the cool night air. And I will come back after 2 minutes, guys. See you after 2 minutes. Boo! I'm here. What? Laura keeps a steady, confident pace. Kira can't keep up. You like that emoji, Mirai vibes? They pass a couple of neon signs hastily attached to all the factory walls. Well, where could your grumpy friend have gone? I need to keep playing along. Without stopping, Laura makes a short gesture toward the flashing pharmacy sign. She flicks her cigarette butt into the dark alley. I broke my... Isaac is a junkie? What is... I hope that word I can't say on Twitch, guys. I don't know what is that. Can I say that word? I don't know. No, I don't... No, he's just weird. Something like that, or maybe he's on tranquilizers. Where else could he be? Did he go buy himself the latest AK model? Kira just shakes her head, trying to look as lost as possible. I don't know. Alright, his kidneys okay? I don't know. Such a pick-me girl she is. Stop. The woman suddenly stops and squints, turning toward the girl. Baby, someone is fucking with me. No Kiss concrete here. Kiss is the iconic group of glam rockers in makeup. Either you give me some info so I can help, or figure it out or yourself. Because Morvaine is a shady place in a shady part of town. And to go through all the dumps, clubs, shops, damn brothers. Wait, Brutlers? Okay. Brutlers? It's kind of a lot for one night. Kira doesn't have time to come up with an answer. She hears a short from somewhere above. Laura! Laura! You passed the door! It's kind of an unremarkable grimy entrance, but there is a cute little sign nearby. What? Where from? Kira jerks her head up. A female silhouette is visible in the empty window frame. A beckoning, deliberately relaxed pose and a bright pink fur coat unmistakably signal the nature of her services. Laura clenches at her jaw, completely ignoring what's happening. Laura, I'm here! Looks like someone is calling you. Maybe they got it wrong. It happens, everyone has got a bad eyesight in the city. Kira looks back and forth between them, confused. The girl in the window doesn't stop. Judging by how her face lit up, they know each other far too well for this awkward act of ignoring each other to work. Laura! Will you just shut up already? Why are you ashamed of me? Are you coming in? Yes. With your friend? She will wait here. Laura states it as a dry fact, leaving no room for argument. She exhales sharply, showing her hands deeper into her jacket pockets. Out of the corner of her eye, Kira notices something flash in Laura's fingers. Laura is hiding something in her pocket when she thinks I'm not looking. It could be connected to my laptop or to Fox. No! I need to find out what it is. It's not. You will wait here, okay? I'll be quick. I'll wait. Actually, I won't. When Laura disappears into the doorway, Kira looks up, counting floors. She feels clever. Scammers can't be trusted. And this strange, awkward meeting is a good chance to find out if Laura lied about her trip. Kira leans back against the wall, deciding to wait a couple of minutes. She hears hurried footsteps, several pairs, and then raises an eyebrow in confusion as two figures run past her. They laugh, shove each other, edging one another on, clutching spray cans. Faster, idiot! Left! Through the gap! Before that legless moose learns how to gallop. He's armless. They vanish into the maze of alleyways. Then Kira hears approaching footsteps. Hot, hoarse breathing reaches her. A silhouette emerges from the gray haze, blocking what little light the alley has. Kira freezes, afraid even to exhale as the shadow stops right in front of her. The stranger behind over heavily, bracing his hand on his knees. He sucks in air with a strained wheeze as if his lungs are filled with cement dust. He is huge, over 6 feet tall, in a rough work jumpsuit with heavy tools hanging from it, clinking with every movement. His labored breathing doesn't let him speak right away, and for a few seconds he just stares her down from under heavy brows. Then he finally speaks in a low, heavy voice. Nobody runs from Brody. Bad. Where did they go? Where did they run from Brody? Kira feels the wall turn cold against her back. Tell the truth. Lying is bad, right? Time to earn some karma, right? To the left. Brody is grateful. He won't regret. Brody will remember your help. Only after he leaves does Kira slip inside where Laura disappeared moments ago. Moving through the darkness of the whole ruined building, she lets herself to be guided less by intuition and more by logic and faint music drifting through the halls. She stops by a half-open door. I'm not doing anything wrong, nothing illegal. I'm not interested in Laura's secrets. I just want to know if she's lying or not. She presses her shoulder against the peeling door frame and carefully peeks inside, trying not to make a sound. Her guess is confirmed. The room looks like a tasteless, vulgar brothel. Garage neon signs, deep red carpet, black leather couches, and a pole in the center. The air reeks of heavy perfume. Those signs on the walls, they are awful. Does this really turn anyone on? Then, remembering the crowd from the black market, Kira silently clicks her tongue. The puzzle in her head falls into place. She looks further around the room. The woman who had been leaning out the window is now lounging on the other couch, one arm draped over the backrest. Laura stands in front of her, arms crossed. You know I'm not a rat. I don't sell out my own. Yeah, we sell ourselves, and that's exactly why we are perfectly aware of what we are selling and for what price. You've got to be kidding me. Don't play hard to get. I tried to pull you out of this crap. I like this crap. You judge everyone by yourself, but sadly, that's completely wrong. So if they know each other, it's not Laura's first time in Morvaine either. Maybe it's her first time. Maybe not. Maybe she knew that girl out of Morvaine. But I don't know how that place can work with her plan to find crazy people, guys, and fight. There is no like crazy guys. Like Phantom can come to this place to find a special girls. Yes, he can. But Laura, what is he doing here? Maybe she knew her before Morvaine, because Laura is not into boys, you know? She is playing another league. So, who knows why she knows her. You judge everyone by yourself, but sadly that's completely wrong. I can't tell if they are arguing or not, and I don't understand the context. Laura needs someone in Morvaine, but who? Or Laura needs someone in Morvaine. Laura needs someone in Morvaine. Why only one person? But she wanted to find a team, a lot of people. Why only one person? There was no agreement in the woman's tone, but no real displeasure with each other either. Like a friendly conversation that had run into a fundamental misunderstanding. Laura exhales sharply. I need that contact. You know I need it, and I will get it, with or without your help. Don't appeal to my humanity. I will give in. That's what I'm counting on. Just, are you sure we need an extra set of ears listening in? The woman's gaze lands directly on the doorway where Kira is standing. She instinctively steps back, immediately realizing it's already too late. She is being spotted. Sweetie, come in. Okay, I'm coming. Have you been eavesdropping long? Not really. Who is your companion? A travel buddy. We came together. Oh yeah? I knew this would happen sooner or later. What? That you had bring someone to Morvaine. Oh no, it's not her first time. You're right, Mirai Vibes. It's not her first time, really. You're right. Yes. I already forget about it. What is she talking about? It has nothing to do with me. We just met on the way. Sure. Rosemary sounds like she holds some kind of grudge against Laura, but at the same time she seems glad to see her. How did she even notice me? Maybe they are sisters. They look alike. Maybe they are sisters. They are kinda look alike. Look at them. They really look alike. Sisters. Laura, on the other hand, seems driven by something more business-like. Okay, maybe it's not her... I don't know. You know, maybe it's a sister. I don't understand anything. They kinda look the same. Don't you think so? Why she have a tattoo? I don't own me. I don't own me. Like other people own me. Oh, such a sad tattoo she have, because she's working on this. Yeah, she really kind of looks like Laura. Still, maybe I do know who should talk to. Kira notices Laura muttering through clenched teeth. Rose, we will talk later. Got it. I'm just provoking you, and you still fall for it. You're taking advantage of my kindness. Yes, they look like sisters now for me. They look like sisters. Tell me about your companion. Is she one of us? No. Rosemary gives the girl a long, assessing look, examining her as if mentally putting a price tag on her. They do look alike. It's hard to see with Laura's smoky eyes. Face, legs, breasts, hips. She nods approvingly and asks her directly, have you ever sold yourself? No. Want to start? We teach everything. How to move, how to whisper, how to create the right kind of shiver. Believe me, in this life, those lessons are worth more than any education. Good figure, pretty face, a little work on your clothes, your presentation, and you could make ridiculous money from clients. Not exactly eager to make money off anyone. Leave her alone. I said she's not one of you. Everyone has doubt at first. Then they get a taste for the good life. Then what are you doing in this dump? I've got important business with a mafioso. So mafioso chose her. Hope his name isn't Phantom. Rosemary's smile freezes for a moment, turning into a wax mask. How do you know him? So it's true you really got involved with him? God, Rosemary. What? He's not poor and far from stupid. It's business, not pleasure. Laura exhales sharply, her fingers digging into Rosemary's pink fur. She pulls her closer, almost growling in her face. And then they will find you in a gutter, cut open, gutted, barely alive. Do you have any brains left in that head? Despite the harsh outburst, Rosemary keeps her posture straight and her dignity intact. A smile blooms on her lips, but her eyes remain cold. She gently, almost like a cat, removes Laura's hands. You forget one truth. Prostitutes are the most perceptive and at the same time the most ruthless creatures in this cursed world. I won't let myself get hurt, and the only thing betraying her doubt is a faint tremor in her voice. I don't need protection. You do. You are just acting proud. Just like you once did. They know each other for a long time. They are sisters, I think. Kira silently observes, feeling like an accidental witness to someone else's drama. Her own fault for ending up here. Because Laura don't look like a person who will use these kind of... who will pay for these kind of things. I don't know why. For the first time I thought maybe Laura is her client. But then now I don't think so. Now I think they are sisters. Rosemary definitely is interesting. She already seems to be connected with two of the people you came with. Yes. Yes, but because also this guy was trying to find a special girl. Kira suddenly observes, feeling like an accidental witness to someone else's drama, her own fault for ending up here. Her mind picks up details, building a logical chain. The name Phantom stands out. Rosemary knows him, and that doesn't seem strange for me. He and Rosemary are from the same world. It would be strange to see Phantom at a Red Cross meeting, handing out food to the homeless. The Red Cross is an international victims. Okay. But in this mess, he feels at home, like the host of the party, for crying out loud. Scenes bring people together. In Morvaine, many share common ones: vices, crimes, connections. All of it binds. For the girl, through everything here feels strange and foreign. For now, she feels an unpleasant chill crawling under her skin, a sure sign that she is up to her neck in crap. She remembers Phantom's words: "You are too careless, too green." She adds her own: "You will die before you even realize whose bullet hit you." Fox didn't waste time on lectures. He taught her through actions, burned bridges, threats, messages. His lessons sank deep, reminding her that in this city, success belongs to those who have learned to bite first. Maybe it's her turn to smarten up. Grow claws and teeth, become something sharper than just a victim of a circumstance. Try on a bit of that cunning she wore so convincingly online. Meanwhile, a tense silence stretches between Laura and Rosemary, like the aftermath of a brief argument. The latter crosses the room with elegant steps, a painful sadness hidden in her eyes. She shifts her attention to the guest and sits on the edge of the sofa beside her. "You're beautiful." "Don't waste your chances, youth is fleeting. You fall for an asshole, then he will use you." There is experience in her voice. Up close, Kira notices features hidden beneath her makeup. Rosemary looks older than she first seemed. "She will spin tales, make you wait, living in a vacuum while pretending to be some unique hero. Meanwhile, he will be running back to fuck his first love." Did you know first love doesn't really fade? First love? Yes. Women remember their greatest love, men only their first love. Want to get far? Be there first. From whom? For them. For all of them at once, baby. Be the only one for each of them, but let yourself have a whole collection. It's the bare minimum. Laura smokes, showing little interest in the conversation. Rosemary leans closer to the girl, dropping her voice to a whisper. "If you want to find out anything about our Laura, come to me. I'm an expert in all sorts of gossip, but it's not free, sweetheart." Oh, this could actually be useful. Laura shoots her to her teeth, her expression turning serious. "That's a nut, Rose, hey." "I know, but it's just who I am." She shrugs gracefully and smirks. Kira squints back, unsure whose side Rosemary is really on. Still, maybe these acquaintance could actually be useful. Laura moves toward the door and gestures to it with her hand. "Kira, we need to go. We have already stayed too long." She doesn't want Rosemary saying anything. Best to take advantage of this chance. Not in front of Laura, later. The girl rises, her thoughtful gaze sweeping across the tacky neon signs. She approaches the door, and then Rosemary elegantly drops onto the window sill and leans smoothly out the window. Who is that coming? So beautiful, so dark, so alone. Her tone deepens. Should I call him over? No! Isaac. Perfect timing. Kira, it's time. The truth is, these girls who are working in this profession are so dead inside. Yeah. The black... Yes. Yeah, I was watching the video about that girls today. And... yeah, they have a big trauma. Yes. The black corridor unnerves her, forcing her to pick up the pace and break into a run. She bursts through the doorway without watching where she's going and crashes headlong into a solid black wall. Because girls who are working on OnlyFans or working like as a prostitutes, and it's kind of the same very close things, it's mentally very hard to make it. It's really, I think it's very hard, and then it's hard to stop because they are earning big money from that work, and when they are trying to find a new work where they don't have to be sex workers, they realize that the amount of money they get so just like drops down so much, and they earn a minimum and working on a normal job but a lot, and for them, yeah, it's hard to start a new normal life. I've seen some interviews. It's interesting. They try to act really strong, but internally they are really broken. Yes, some girls are saying the truth, but some girls saying, yeah, it was a bad experience, like, and some girls say anyway, this money they will use then for psychologist, and I think karma. It's not even karma, I don't know what is that. It will eat them. It will eat them so much. They are that shit. It's shit. It's really hard, I think. I'm sad about them, about these girls. The black, I'm not judging them. I'm just sad. The black corridor unnerves her, forcing her to pick up the pace and break into a run. She bursts through the doorway without watching where she is going and crashes headlong into a solid black wall. The impact knocks the air from her lungs. The world tilts dangerously, but someone's hand clamps onto her elbows. Kira looks up, meeting familiar pale features and the cold glint in his eyes. Hi, I already missed you. What are you doing here? I was just looking for you. I saw you come in and decided to wait. Why you were looking for me? Other people don't care about me. Why do you care about me so much? Laura don't care about me so much. He's not looking for me. Kaiden is not looking for me. We just met and yeah. And let's go. This guy is not looking for me. Why are you looking for me? You like me or what? Isaac is strange. He titles his head, nods a greeting to Rosemary, then returns his gaze to the girl. This is a brothel? Let go. He slowly withdraws his hands, and for a moment she shivers at the lack of contact. This coincidental encounters are looking less and less like coincidences. Why looking for me and not your brother, really? Because he is his brother. Isaac bends down, picks up the object that fell from his pocket and calmly hands it to her. Sorry, you didn't hurt yourself? I like him anyway. What's in your pocket? Why do you need it? I'm asking what's in your pocket, huh? Suspicion overtakes common sense. She doesn't even pause before pressing him. Fox phone? Folding knife? Where the heck has Isaac been all this time? The outsider doesn't rush or hesitate. He silently reaches into his pocket, then slowly opens his fingers in front of her face. Kira recognizes the object instantly and it fills her with confusion. Lipstick. Black color. It's lipstick? Yes, black. For my look, just in case. But where is the white? For your look, wait. Sorry guys, I was talking a lot and now I have stupid white things in my mouth. Let's cover them. Ah. Ah. No. That's all. Just in case, okay. You brought makeup with you? Yeah, so? No, it's fine, all good. To become a joker. Kira closes her eyes for a moment, feeling her adrenaline spike ebb away. Paranoia slowly recedes into the background. So why were you looking for me? Isaac slips his hands into his pockets and shrugs vaguely. Everyone at the black market has calmed down. I checked personally. We can go back. I still don't understand his eagerness. Oh, why are you helping me? I gave you my words. Oh, he doesn't have black lips. His max outfit actually. Yeah, but he doesn't. But when he did makeup, he had black lips, I think. Or something was black. Maybe I'm not the brightest guy around here, maybe even a bit dark, but a bit dark? You're basically a walking funeral home. I keep my promises. They walk to the black market in silence. The few passers-by keep to the shadows, not lifting their eyes. Kira replays Fox's note from the wrecked apartment in her head. Get the laptop back or I will sell you in the darknet. A calculation clicks into place. How do they price a living person? An organ action, sex slavery, lifetime blackmail. Maybe he is just bluffing. playing the power card on me without actually having access to anything personal. But the comforting thought immediately breaks against the facts. He figured out my address. He knew when the apartment was empty. He got my personal number. So why didn't he just take back his account and be done with it? She presses her lips together. He made it, I think. He made it. He made his account back. He made it. He told her. It's clearly not about the value of limited edition of 3D assets. Only one conclusion follows. Folks has money. I'm not sure, but I think he made it. Kira glances at Isaac walking beside her. The question slips out. Isaac? Huh? How much do you make? That's not beautiful to ask, girl. It varies. Depends on donations and stream activity. Sometimes it's good, sometimes I can barely scrape together enough to cover the bills. That's me, guys, that's me. With the music also, that's me, guys. He turns his head, cold curiosity flickering in his eyes. Why? He didn't even hesitate at the question. He answered first and then asked why. I'm just curious. Oh. What kind of streams do you run? Is this an interrogation? Fine. Tell me where to send the link. The connection's bad here. Is that an excuse? I will add you once we leave. Isaac shrugs vaguely. You are not very social, are you? In general, yeah, too many people, not much point in them. He's playing Valor Strike. But I found a friend at the black market. I wanted to introduce you. A friend here? He seemed nice, and he talks funny. The outsider turns his head, and in the dim light, his eyes look completely black. Like his soul. Dark. The three of them sit at the bar. Isaac, Kira, and a third man. Thanks for follow, Daniel. His bulky, hunched figure barely fits on the stool. She's seen him before in the alley by the brothel, chasing graffiti punks. Brody. Now, under the pink neon glow, he looks much friendlier. Brody freezes, perfectly mirroring her tense, startled posture. Kira frowns in confusion. Is he copying my expressions seriously? The girl lets out a quiet snort, the sound swallowed by his thunderous laughter. Path of loud yeah. God, what's wrong with him? This is Brody. He lives and works in Morvaine. He lives here permanently, but the city is abandoned. I thought people just come and go. Yeah, but Brody makes sure the factories don't fall apart completely. He scrubs graffiti off the walls, props up whatever's about to collapse. Brody has a lot of work. This Brody guy is kind of odd. Like a big kid with a sledgehammer in his belt, too kind for a place like this and too strange to survive anywhere else. He's also got a funny way of greeting people. Brody, show her. Greetings, yes! Brody reaches out his hand and a sharp, instinctive chill shuts through her. Everything below his right elbow is gone. She only notices it now. The sleeve of his coveralls hangs empty and in place of a hand there is a darkened stump. Oh God! Other hand, Brody, not everyone is as thrilled as I am about it. Turn off. You look at Isaac more closely. Isaac laughs with unsettling ease. Like for a moment something alive slips out from beneath the streamer's icy mask. It's used him to laugh. Kira catches herself staring, and then Brody offers his other hand whole, and she cautiously shakes the rough palm. The worker lowers his eyes shyly, grinning at the floor, then pulls his hand away. And she shifts a confused look to Isaac, silently asking, "What's the point of this meeting? What is she supposed to gain from it? When someone is blackmailing you with a data leak, you're not exactly in the mood for random conversations." Still, she holds back the urge to snap. "Nice to meet you. This is Kira." Kira. Brody. Camera, can you focus on my face, please? Camera. Thank you. Brody props his elbow on the bar and starts fiddling with a metal bottle cap. The simple action completely absorbs his attention. Isaac lets his gaze linger on the girl, then asks, "Remember our game? Who do you see when you look at Brody?" "An honest hard worker. You and I see things in a similar way. Also, I see kindness in him, and that stands out in all this filth around us. I think he could help us if we become friends with him." Brody suddenly jerks his head up. His heavy gaze lands on Isaac, and a weary smile slowly spreads across his face. "Brody, your friend?" "Brody, our friend." A massive fist slams down on the counter, his way of showing excitement. Lowering his voice, Kira leans a little closer to Isaac. "Why do you even think he'd be useful? How could he possibly help?" "I've gotten to know him a bit. When Brody was a kid, he took a crowbar to the head. But that's not the point. He knows Morvaine inside out. He's become a part of the background for visitors. No one takes him seriously. People aren't afraid to talk around him. And unlike us, he can't lie." "Lie? Unlike us? Unlike us? You're lying to me? You know that I'm lying? To someone, Isaac? Why you know that I lied? And why are you lying to me?" Her mind latches onto the word, layering it with her own meaning. "And you can?" "Almost everyone can, Kira. All it takes is saying some untrue." "Did you lie to me?" "No." "Are you lying now?" "And you?" "That's a complicated question." Isaac raises an eyebrow without a trace of emotion. "It's actually a very simple question, but I'm not the kind of person who pressures others." The bottle cap drops to the floor. Think about what? Brody props his face on his hand and lets out a strained sigh. His sincere, almost childlike reactions are disorienting. Is it just his personality or the result of a head injury? Kira doesn't know how to interact with people like him. In the kind of society she grew up in, people like that were kept at a distance, pushed away. Isaac, on the other hand, talks to Brody as an equal with his usual hint of humor. What is it? Brody wants to eat. We will get you something in a second, one-armed big guy. Kira, are you hungry? I can't remember the last time I ate. Stress dulled the hunger. I won't say no. Thanks. Isaac waits for the waiter to notice him, then places the order. The black market has nothing but cheap fast food, but it's enough for now. The outsider brushes aside a loose strand of hair, tucking it behind his ear, then leans closer to the girl conspiratorially. Wait, do you have at least shrimps? I'm hungry, yes. Me too, Mirai vibes. What do you think? Should he really be drinking beer? Hearing the familiar word, Brody instantly lifts his head from the table. His face lights up with a smile. Brody likes beer! Me too, Brody! But only 0 alcohol. I don't know. What if he starts causing trouble? We are his friends. I will vote for him. After a while, the food arrives. The plate clatters awkwardly against the table. Yes. Her mouth waters instantly. Mine too. But I don't eat meat. But anyway, mine too. Instantly at the side. It's just fries, a burger, and some lettuce, but it looks delicious. Brody devours his portion in 2 bites. Isaac doesn't even have time to unwrap his own. The Giant honestly tries not to stare at the other's plates. Oh, but his gaze keeps slipping toward their food. He quickly looks away, guiltily focusing on an empty corner. Without a word, Isaac slides his untouched box of faster food closer to the worker. Eat, I'm not hungry today, and throwing it away would be a waste. Brody carefully, almost reverently, pulls the food closer, but before taking the first bite, he freezes. Something clicks in his head, something like awkward gratitude. Brody has things too, for friends. He pats down the pockets of his coveralls, pulling out random junk. A rusty bolt, a piece of colored wire, a crumpled candy wrapper. He carefully picks out 2 items and offers them one by one. Lollipop. Thank you. Thanks, Brody. Thanks. Made of blood, maybe. Even the sweets here have a dark aesthetic. I shouldn't have been scared of him at first. He's a kind soul. The black market basement is lively. People chat casually around them. Kira feels a sense of dissonance. Morvaine doesn't resemble the grim place the darknet side painted in her mind. No one is waging steel beating human hearts on scales, and no one is dragging bound people out of cars in batches. Чё там, ответили тебе? Я же тебе прислала. Я же тебе прислала. Что мне ответили? Я тебе не присылала разве? Не пугай меня. Завтра должно. А, да-да-да-да-да, я тебе не присылала. Завтра сказал. Завтра напишут кому-то там. Не знаю, короче. The feeling that something is off won't leave her. What if they just haven't reached the city's darker side yet? Or maybe the worst deals are hidden so well she doesn't even notice them right in front of her. While Brody finishes while Brody finishes the second portion, the girl quietly asks Isaac, "Do you have a plan? Or are we just eating?" Ну, сказал, завтра постарается, да. Не знаю даже, что сказать. I'd rather not stay here any longer. Your thoughts drift back to the biker, especially since Kaiden already left. Guys, I have good colors for Morvaine, yes. Yes, I got good colors. Did he make it? Ой, не знаю. Айван, я не знаю, что делать. I like the hair color. Banana fish, it's actually lighter, but due to the fact that it's already getting dark, they are very dark. Yeah, it fits the board perfectly, shines right into the picture, yes. Maybe I should have given him my number after all. I do have a plan. Or are you talking about her hair color? You want to find out who the mask belongs to, and I want to find my brother's kidnappers. Why you think I want to find a person with a mask? I don't know. Other people don't know that. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Mine. Thank you. That's not exactly public information. People will tell you in two cases. If you're someone they should be afraid of, or if you are a friend. Obviously, we are not the first option. He is not wrong. I am not Phantom waving a gun around, and Brody might know a lot of people here. The next impulse comes before she can think it through. Kira reaches for her backpack, unzips it, and gently touches Brody's shoulder. You ask me or Mirai vibes? He swallows his food and he turns to her, peering with curiosity. From the darkness of the bag, the empty eye sockets of the mask stare back at him. Oh! Isaac mutters through his teeth. Kira, a bit too soon. A bit late for that warning. Okay. I see. I hope Fox's face doesn't have the same effect on him as it did on that killer. Oh! The man points at the mask, his face twisting, half-chewed food spills onto the counter. Kira leans in, locking her gaze on him. Kira watches his reaction closely. Brody, friend, do you know who it is? Whose it is? Brody knows. Brody knows whose mask it is. Brody knows the owner of the mask? Will you tell me? The giant's face suddenly flushed red. Brody doesn't remember. Brody remembers everything. He doesn't remember. His massive fist slams into the counter. Glasses rattle and a few people turn their heads in unison. Crap. Kira, you're pushing him. Slow down. He won't tell you like that, right, Brody? Right, Brody doesn't like questions. The giant nods at them distrustfully. His expression shifts, friendliness giving way to suspicion. A little more and they will lose him. He will either snap or run. Hey, come on, want to take a walk? Will you show us your favorite places? Maybe the creepiest graffiti you haven't fully scrubbed off? A nice fallen pipe? A worker's graveyard? What the heck is he even saying? Oh, guy. The giant suddenly gets up and, without looking back at them, heads straight for the exit with broad, purposeful strides. Isaac touched the girl's shoulder. Let's go. No idea where, but what choice do I have? The only person who was as far from this shady criminal life as I am is already gone. One important thing, Brody knows Fox. Maybe he will open up during the walk? At least to Isaac. And I need to learn how to talk on this side. The real side of the screen. Their new acquaintance doesn't slow down. He barrels forward, carving a path through the darkness only his damaged mind understands. Kira and Isaac follow behind, almost breaking into a run. Neon signs blur past, carved out kidneys, hieroglyphs, a coiled viper. The world around them turns into a distorted film reel. Something else unsettles her more. They are heading exactly where Adam told them not to go. Toward the riverside alley. Fucking river! The guide's words stick in her throat. Don't go there without guns, or tomorrow they will take you apart piece by piece. Brody doesn't slow down. Isaac silently tries to close the distance between them, and Kira follows, unable to risk being left alone. The blood that had turned cold races through her veins. A sign flashes to her left, closer to death. It echoes in her head, closer to death. She takes a step, then another. I hope Brody knows where he's going, because I don't. Oh, that's all. So guys, our debt is 600 back. I knew that I will end in 8 p.m. and a half, 30 minutes, and I really ended reading it exactly at this time. I felt it, guys. I'm a witch sometimes. So, okay. Congratulations.